Raid Shadow Legends. We don't know when, but sometime this year. Plarium are bringing back old fusions that have passed. I'm not entirely sure on what the format might look like either. We're really hoping on just like having a pick one of a situation and you have like a hero's path or something and you just snatch the fusion champion. We don't know. We don't know what that might look like. We don't know for how long. We don't know who they're bringing back. But
What's up, everybody?
I come with a list of champions that I am hoping.
What's up, everybody? With the help of, hang on, 1 second. Forgot to start that. Okay, now we're on. What is going on, everybody? With the help of some viewers, we was able to get some new gearing and just some advice on what we could do to better optimize our champions. We are running 4-piece Feral for the block debuffs to try to keep him from getting stunned or debuffed out, decrease attack, stuff like that. We're running the instinct set for ignoring 20% of their defense while still getting 12% speed. And then we threw on a piece of Slayer for the crit rate, but we only have that on for crit damage, and we're going to try to re-roll that into more crit damage whenever we get more chaos spouters. And that can always be up to be changed. That's because we are a little bit over the crit cap. And at 103, I wouldn't really be hating if it was down to 98. That would still be fine by me. Let's throw some glyphs on here. When we threw this gear on, we didn't have any glyphs to be able to put on. I like that triple crit damage and double crit rate with speed and attack. Like, that is almost the perfect weapon. Triple roll into speed with a little bit of resistance, crit rate, crit damage. We got crit damage with a quad roll into crit rate. That's worth putting some good glyphs on. We're not quite going to put our blue one on it for the fact of we have block debuffs to start out, and I'd rather use that for an actual resistance champion. This is not a amazing boot, but the fact that we were able to hit 233 speed with attack boots is not really that bad. The chest plate is the main one that I don't really care for. It's not bad. You know, you got crit rate, crit damage, speed, but there's no double rolls or triple or anything like that. So that one's one of our less spectacular pieces. We'll take a closer look at the total attack in just a second. We need to sell enough gear to take that on up to 16 real quick, which we can do no problem. That'd give us 1.5 mil. Or no, only a mil. We'll see if that takes us up. Probably not. No, only to 15. Alright, we gotta sell a little bit more. But the rest of the champions are ready to go. I was just topping this champion off. How are y'all doing tonight, though? Y'all having a good day? What's up, Smacky? Oh, smacked by a dude. Sorry, I misread your name. What did she do? Or say? Not a whole lot, just getting ready to do the live arenas real quick. Trying to top up Siegfried's, take his ring to 16 before we go into it. But yeah, what did just curious. I've never actually watched any of her videos. I didn't know even about her being a content creator. Where is she pointing people in the wrong direction? Just curious. Can we get this last level out of half a mil? Oh yeah. And it went into attack. Sweet. I want that extra point, damn it. Nothing else, we got a little bit of CBC out of it. Okay, everything else ready? So that gives us 53k on the HP, 7.2k on the attack, and 324 crit damage. Not too bad. We're also running Gizmac here. He's got 108.8 on the HP with 323 on the crit damage, 4.4k on defense. If we're able to, we're going to run some Lazarius with 92k HP and 385 on the speed with a little over 400 accuracy. We run Geralt with 90k HP, 4.3k attack, but in her second form, it swaps from 71k HP and 6.4k attack and 260 on the crit damage. And we run, there's two more. Odin, wherever he may be. We got to put this extra mastery into him. I don't really know if that would be the right one to put into or not. Shift zone takeovers have people level up, look the wrong champs, going back match, you have to yeah, that's definitely not good. Especially on a free to play account where getting legendary books would be hard. Glyphs selling that start with one starter. Yeah, I'm not sure why she would say that. I'll just start out with like a 4 and then see where that takes me. And if it's only like 3%, then I'll go on up to say a 5 or a 6 star. And if not, then I'll say I'm not feeling lucky that day and kind of stick where I'm at. You just hit your year anniversary, like your person, like it's a year that you've been playing. Yeah, I've never watched any of her videos. My wife's name is BB though. It's the only reason I clicked on her. It's just I was, caught my eye. Well, I mean, it can roll a 1 even on a 5 star if you're already at 1 star. It would just be red, instead of green. This will be my, think 2022 or the end of 2021 is when I started this account. So 4 or 5 years for me. They're all in mercurial gear except for Duchess, but she's in stone skin. It's been raining for like a week straight here. What's up, Sexa? How you doing? Good, good. Oh shit, that was dumb. Oh nice. My free to play account still can't do Ultra Nightmare in 1 key. Yeah, Predator's pretty there's a lot of RNG involved, but he is a really good champion. What's up, Swindler? How you doing? I got my masteries on like 7 of the champions maxed out. So, working on that. But yeah, well, Predator, he is a good champion. I've got him. I got a 4 star blessing on him. Uh, I just wish it wasn't as RNG intensive. But when he hits, man, like when the stars align, he's a great champion. Hey, Swindler, if you don't care later, could you help me try to put together a Chimera team to do a higher difficulty? What champions are you using for it? Oh, he got the Siegfried. Gotta grab a drink. 1 second. Speaking about Predator, there he is. What does he charge to make a team? Oh yeah, that's not bad. How long is there like a big waiting list, or does he get to it pretty quickly? Like, what was kind of the process on it? I'm in his Discord. Did you just like message him on Discord, or what you have to do? You dirty little embers. I know he's really good at arena. I've never really seen Cruisin say much about PvE stuff, so I actually would have never thought about it. Every time I see him doing a video or live, it's arena. Damn it! That Embers just wrecked me. He didn't even have any ascensions. He backed out. I'll take a free win. At least I didn't have to wait 5 minutes on picking different champions for him to back out. I mean, I definitely can believe it. I didn't know. Baby, quit whining. One of my cats, he just like randomly starts crying. It's like I don't know. He's always done it his whole life. Is he coming in through the microphone? If so, I'll put him outside. He left the battle too. Damn. We only need 2 more wins to get the 35 key chest or whatever on our free to play. Oh, +2 Galathier. That's frightening. +2 fine. Okay, good. He's a lawyer? That's crazy. I would have never guessed that. Yeah, I like that this time for the spider tournament. It's you get to pick what faction you're doing. Instead of it saying, "Oh, you have to do this specific faction." I like that you just get to pick a faction. Okay. Is it like does he like one-on-one talk with you or like does he talk you through it or does he just like make a video about it and, or like do you actually get to communicate with him? A Thorion is great for Hydra. Oh. Yeah, it always sucks when you get a soul that you've already got. But at least you do have the 5-star Thorion because he's a great champion for Hydra, Grim Forest, multiple areas. Damn, that nice is just wrecking me. Of course, I knew when I saw them +2s, I was in for a hard time. I think this guy just has a better account than mine. Crawcat, he's good by himself, but if you get the Packmaster to put with him, he's on my second Hydra team, and he's pushing out a, about 500 mil on his own, like just by himself. So you know, He's definitely a good champion for Hydra. Swindler, I got that list, but how do I actually like contact him to purchase it? Oh, that's it. I'm in it, or I'm in his Discord. I didn't know if I haven't looked. There may be. I didn't know if there was a section in his Discord to check it out or what. Probably about to trigger Arnorn. Yeah. Okay. Dude, that Empress just neutered my team. I might need to start banning. Like, it's very hit or miss. Sometimes when I go against Empress, it's nothing to worry about, and other times he just wrecks me. That's a cool avatar frame. Are any of y'all in the Supreme Club? As big as your account is, Swindler, you might be. Are you in the Supreme Club? I'm not even sure how to add him, like to send him a direct message, friend. I thought for some reason I had him on the friend list, but it's just the Discord itself. Dude, these freaking Embersons, man. That's like 3 or 4 matches in a row I've got wrecked by an Embers. Probably Total Guard. Or Mercurial. It's not block damage, but it's bad. Oh, I don't know what's bringing block damage. I want one though if it's a relic. I didn't even know there was a relic that did that. Do you know the name of it? Coronet of Gloom. What's the percentage of it? What's yes at night? What? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He said 3 times in a row. That would have to be Mercurial gear. I'm not sure then, man. I don't know how, unless another champion brought block damage, like maybe a Hilby or Siegfried, or I mean, there's probably 20 different champions that could have brought block damage throughout the fight, but I don't know. Ah, I got you. Come on, Gizmac, give him a smack. Shit. Okay. Yeah, that's real good RNG. Everything about Predator is RNG. Damn, I should have banned Empress. I don't know what I was thinking there. We was in Platinum when I got off last night on Classic Arena. I wonder what we're at now. Well, we need. Oh, we got it. Okay. That Arakoa chick looks really cool. That mythical there. I wouldn't necessarily want her over other mythicals, but she is a cool looking champion. Oh, we got Mesamil to worry about. She'll counter all that block damage. Hmm. I guess we'll bring in Cometus this time, because I don't want to deal with Calvalax and the Rat King. So we'll ban the Rat King. these other champions are in Stone Skin and block debuff, so they can ignore the poisons. I think Lazarius and Geralt is going to die no matter what. But maybe Gizmak and Kamitas can take them down. They have a lot of strong AoEs. That's my hopes, anyways. Oh, okay. I like some of the Dark Elves. Speaking of alien aesthetic, though, I'm a big fan of the xenomorph design. I know they didn't come up with it, but I do really like just the alien design. That's my free to play account. Are you referring to the name, or what are you referring to about it being insane? Ah, shoot, we ain't got enough time to use 5 more. Yeah, I thought it would be funny to name a free to play account Wallet Popper. Yeah, I agree. I really like that Infest debuff as well. You can stun like a high HP champion or like their main rebuff support champion, and then when you kill them, it almost takes out the rest of the team, if not takes them out. So, yeah, I really like that. And he's really good for different bosses too. Squishy, you gotta have somebody to keep him alive, but really good champion. They call it a he, but I'm pretty certain in the lore it's a she. Um, I got wrecked on that one. What was the battle log? Well, we won. Was that 6 out of 8 or 5 out of 7? It's not horrible odds. I still got to put together my spotter team for the faction specific one. I haven't decided which faction I'm going to use. Probably Ogre and Tribes. Bizig and Gizmac, the two can probably take it down, no problem. That AoE burn and burn activation, I bet it'd take it out in just a few turns. Let's see real quick, I'm curious. Do you think Wallmaster would take it down quicker than Gizmac with the burns? I don't have Marius, but I do have a 6-star Wallmaster. Okay, I'll try him after this fight. Yeah, I mean, you're better off killing the minions because they take out the main health bar. But yeah, you can definitely use burns. Oh, I'm really far from Marius. I didn't start doing the Marius missions until fairly recent. Not sure why either. I just spaced it. I heavily neglected my account for a very long time. Yeah, I do have double newt. I'll try the Wallmaster team next, and then I'll try double newt. This team here will be able to do it, but it's going to be slow. I say that, I don't know if they might get wiped out. Oh, no, I got it. All right, let's see what Wallmaster does. Yeah, I'm gonna do Wallmaster this time, and then we'll try my double newt team and see how they do. Yeah, Fire Knot 10's pretty rough. I mean, if you've, I use two newts and a creatine, but if you don't have like specific champions, it's pretty rough. Yeah, I see that the team is slowing him down. Okay, I'll run him solo. I saw how it boosted his turn meter back up just then. Does it give you points if you run it solo, or do you have to have like more people from the faction with it? I mean, he did it without either of the life steals or anything. I think I'm not really sure what I have here on him, but I mean, he did it fairly quickly. Where I've just got him in Slayer gear with a Malefic Talon relic. He was regaining health somehow. I'm not sure what's healing him though. Okay, 11 turns isn't bad. I don't even have rares other than Elhain. That's the only attack aura I believe I have. I throw them on, they'll probably get killed first though. I thought I clicked it. I guess not. Well, I've got faction guardians, so yeah, I would have to have some rares. I don't have any attack ones that I can use, but I could use those. I could run a speed lead on it though. Yeah, I did. I don't know which ones to pick for it. Do I just need to entirely redo his mastery tree? I'm damn. I ran over 4,000 energy in it. It only got three of them up to the max. The other three are at 300. I'll have to run a little bit more. I just assumed running 4,000 energy would be enough to get him, but I'll get him the rest of the way tonight. I did make progress on it. I didn't check it while I was at work. I assumed wrong. Is there any good energy packs in the shop? Accuracy on Odin? Yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, I thought he was like meant to be a nuker, which he kind of is, but I do agree now that he needs accuracy. Damn. No fucking energy. That one, but it's not all at once. It's just a little bit spread out. I'm looking for like a few thousand minimum at once. What does tertiary mean? I've heard that word used in various things throughout my life. I never knew what it meant. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Uh, is what Hell Hades has? Would that work good enough for his masteries? Okay. Damn. What the fuck, man? That sucked. Well, his accuracy is up to 635. It could be better, but not horrible. Maybe if I buy this little energy pack, it'd give me a better one. I know normally if you buy something, it starts sending you offers for other things similar. Oh, to Florida? Is it? Excuse me. Is that a round trip or just there and back? I mean, that's not. It's not the worst I've seen. Given it was out of country, but when I went to Germany, it was like 1,400 or 1,600. It was almost 2,000. It was well over a thousand. I remember that. Yeah, I mean that is wild. But hell, if we can have accounts like we have, we can afford an $800 plane ticket. Everything is inflated like crazy since the pandemic. I figured something out today that was pretty cool about the total guard set. Reflect damage and relics that reflect damage back through any type of means takes a point off of the total guard. I didn't know that. I found that out today. Fuck you, man. Dirty nice. So what are you planning on? What are you going there for, anyways? Like anything specific you're going to do there? Have you noticed it's not been showing the stone skin bars randomly here lately? Like if you look at Leonardo, it shows the stone skin buff, but it doesn't show the health bar of it. And I've seen that a couple of times here in the last few days. Now it popped up, but like as you saw, it didn't pop up at first. Revival and death, block damage, and stone skin. They're planning on. I mean, they're not a slow team, but they're planning on going, making it to the second turn. One thing I will say, I bet landlords have been able to make more money. I don't know if it's countrywide, but here in my state, rent went from averaging about 800 ish to like 2,000. But 2,000 in Tennessee is freaking crazy because the average pay around here is like $12 an hour. Like nobody can afford rent, and like I live in a bumfuck Egypt town in the middle of nowhere. Nobody can afford rent here. If I didn't own my land, I wouldn't know what to do. And I'm sure it's probably like that everywhere. But where Tennessee is just such a low income state, it's wilder. I wonder if since rent and everything has went up so much, if what landlords the cost that they have to spend to rent has went up, or if they've just raised the rent. Like I'm wondering if the cost of rent has went up or if their profits have went up. And these neighborhood cats, they get on my roof and like run around and always makes me think something like a tree's falling on or something. I remember back when you could buy a car for like 20 grand, like new. You ain't finding nothing under like 40 grand now. What's that song? There's an old country song. It's like, the high cost of living ain't nothing to the cost of living high or something. I got married at a pretty young age, but I've been married for a decade now, and we haven't had a kid yet. And that's a big, and the like economy is a big reason as to why. Trump's promoting that family package where he put money into a savings account for newborns, but the math is showing that by the time they're 18, it's only going to be like 30 grand. And dude, 30 grand ain't shit in today's economy. What kind did you buy? Like, what'd you wind up getting? A Solinar by himself. I will say, man, since you helped me re-gear my Siegfried and Gizmak, and Odin, it's definitely improved my arena team. A level 1 Solinar? Why ain't this dude leveled him up? He's got a soul on him and everything. He's a criminal, man. That's 20 years. Like, what the crap, man? He's got a 6-star with a 5-star blessing at level 1. Well, if you want to Thursday, I'll be able to buy like a bunch of energy and shit and gems. We can go through and do whatever needs to be done Thursday if you're free. Yeah, I mean, I figure if I can't get any use out of Emberus, then I'm doing something wrong because everybody loves him, and he wrecks me all the time. Well, we can start on it Thursday and then see what we can get to, and whatever's left, we can finish up Friday or Saturday. If we're gonna do it off stream, it'd probably be easier for me to do it on Saturday. That way, I don't have to balance work with it. What kind of stats do you got on him? Damn, almost 10k on the attack. I don't think I've ever seen anything over 9k attack. That's pretty insane. Yeah, that's probably the highest attack I've ever seen on a champion in raid. Like even between like streamers. Do you have speed boots on them, or is that just from like quad rolls and stuff? A lot of max rolls, I guess is how that's possible. Considering they're epic boots, you theoretically could get that even higher. Really, I mean, technically, since most of that's legendary gear, only two of it's mythical, you could technically get that quite a bit higher with enough luck. What does Carnage even need, just long story short, with him? I just got my Carnage like 3 or 4 days ago, and I'm sure I don't have enough gear to get him with accuracy, attack, and speed, and not be squishy as can be. So I don't even know how to. I don't even think I could attempt building him on my account at this point. But what's there to shoot for with him? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know he'll be squishy, but I'd like him to. Well, 300 speed is, definitely not fast enough to go first. So, and I tried building him and I couldn't really get him much above like 40, 50k and still have like 300 speed. And with that, he only had like 450 accuracy. So it was like a little bit short on every aspect. It was hard for me to get all every aspect of him. Well, that's good. We're gonna have to figure out a way to get around Mercurial in the meta because in a few months, that's it's gonna be like how Stone Skin has been for the last few years. You can never have too many champions, just too little gear. I don't have Osgrun or Georgian. Osgrun, man, he's a champion I didn't expect to be as good as he wound up being. I don't know why I get so like I don't know. It's same with like the optimizer. I've just never really used them much, so I always forget about them. I don't ever think about using them. I forget they're even in the game. Other than the just new and then going through the chest, gauntlet, and boots and making sure they're not flat stat, it's I always forget about the other aspects of it. Well, we got attack and speed on that one. That might roll into a good one. When we get on Saturday, you can get on and help explain how that works with me. Ah, shit. I hit the wrong button. Oh well. Do you know if destroy max HP decreases the damage on HP nukers the way like decreased defense would? Well, I mean, on the off chance that they do add in like a meta champion that does destroy max HP, I wonder if it would decrease because we're getting a lot of HP nukers in the meta now. So I'm wondering if they're going to put in a champion that like destroys half of their max HP and in turn it cuts their damage in half. It's an interesting idea if it works like that. That's a slow team. Slow and no resistance. Wow. I thought I didn't know how to gear my champions. They really don't. Who are you debating between? And are you wanting to make your nuker the fastest, or like a speed lead turn meter booster? Well, if you put it on Fabian, you're probably not going to get to use him a whole lot because he's just going to get banned. And Hilvy, I mean, this is just my opinion, but I don't have Galathyr, so I don't truly know his potential. I know he's normally the last man standing whenever I'm fighting a team, but I don't know if he's just tanky and can stand there kind of like an ultimate death knight, or if he's like actually doing stuff behind the picture or whatever. You would probably get away with Hilvy more than Galathyr though, like as far as just getting to use him. Because I do know a lot of people ban Galathyr and Fabian both, but a lot of people ban Galathyr as well. Wow, we beat that team. I figured between Nell and Naomi and Galathyr, and like I figured Nell would nuke me down and I wouldn't be able to deal any damage because of Naomi and Galathyr. Have you watched that Dennis Calfish dude much any? He's kind of a newer streamer, I suppose, but Scratch had him on, and I've been watching some of his videos here lately. He's one of them free to play streamers, but he has some pretty good info. I've been kind of impressed at some of his tips here lately. Damn. I like that Cruisin makes it a point to respond to his comments midstream. Every time I've ever watched him on a stream, he's always like, if I've commented, he's always been really good about like talking back or responding back to the message. And you don't really get that out of a lot of streamers. That's one of the big things I try to focus on, which I have barely anybody to talk to anyways, but if somebody does come in and say something, I'll try to make it a point to respond to them for that reason. It's not a lot of streamers actually communicate with like their viewers or whatever. And a lot of streamers sure aren't going to take advice from somebody in their chat, which is something I don't really understand because there's always something to learn from somebody. No matter how good you are at something, there's always 100 people that are better. Oh, damn, we lost that one. Yeah, that is cool, man. Should we go through and, like, gear the account or whatever you was going to show me before I pay him to make a Chimera team? Or should I do that before we go through and do whatever you was going to show me? Oh, that's cool, man. I'm surprised he had you pay him to do your team takeovers or whatever. Which I mean, I guess you could just look at it as more support to him. I've had a few people like try to donate stuff to me, and it's just one of those like I don't want to. I'd feel weird. Have never taken anyone's money on here, and it just feels weird to me. Like I'm not meaning like I have anything against people that take donations or whatever, but it's just something that is. It's not why I stream. Basically, like I'm not trying to do this to like make a living. I just like chatting with people. I've seen a lot of streamers, not cruising, but just like in general, a lot of streamers, they just get on here and beg for money, and it's so freaking annoying. You don't see that a lot in the raid community, though. I'd say since raid is such like a money intensive game, that people that stream raid probably aren't really hurting for money to begin with, whereas other genres, people get into it to like try to make a living, you know? So raid is a little bit special in that context. That's like if you see a raid streamer and they're not like a free to play streamer, they're probably not hurting for money. My Ashnar is a champion that I need definitely need help building. I don't really know how to build him. I hate that that's on a regen set. A quad roll and a speed with an accuracy as the main stat. I hate that that's a regen set because that's a really good piece. Well, at least instinct is kind of a speed set, sort of. So that works. Wonder if we can do this with keeping our champions alive at all times. Get that extra star. Shit, I don't know. I should have used her A3 to cleanse everybody off. Which I guess Rocket can do it. Man, why'd they have to give everybody stone skin here? Ah! Oh, really? I didn't know he could do that. That's a pretty crazy skill to be able to give stone skin to your whole party. I should have known better than that. I didn't realize there was a torment over there. Dude, when I hit Molly over there, it's gonna kill me. There's no way around it. Oh, the reflect. Yeah, it did. Man, there's gotta be a way around this. Maybe if I maybe I could go into her first form at the start of the third round and give her the unkillable. Oh, damn. Fucking air gas already died. Maybe with her unkillable, she'll live through it. Oh no, now they attack. Frickin' damn it. I guess I just don't have them geared good enough to do that. None of them stun. Trying to figure out a way to get a third star, but without putting on a stun set, don't really know how to go about that. I wonder what champion combination I could use to get 7 different buffs. I know Garo can bring unkillable counterattack and, well, the ally protection's not on her, but unkillable counterattack and then the crit rate, crit damage and stuff. Khan brings a strength in. Does it have to be all your champions under 7 or more buffs, or is it just the one? Or can, like, just one champion under 7 buffs do it? I would have thought. I mean, yeah, the souls. I would have thought getting good gear would be about equally as hard, though. Getting like the quad and penta rolls. Either way, I mean, yeah, I'm glad to know that. I just got to figure out how to use it. What's different about it? What do you mean? I don't even know if I want to do the spotter tournament because the souls for the event, I don't think I need any of them. Yeah, I don't think doing the spotter would be worth doing. Is there anything else in it I would want? I mean, maybe the basalt and the chest. I might take it up to 1350, but I don't need any more epic books, and I don't need the prism crystals. There's no soul stones in there that I need. I don't even think I could use any of them. Everybody on here that I have is already 6-starred, except for Hefrak, but even he's 4-starred, and I don't use him much. Man, we're getting there on Anaxia, though. I know a lot of people are hating on her, but I think she's gonna be not great or nothing, but definitely decent. Is your account in the Supreme Club? Yeah, I hate that I think that that piece, that regen piece, is my only quad crit rate piece, and I hate that it's a regen. No, I do have a quad crit rate helmet and and chest. It'd have to be an HP nuker. I've got quad crit rate on Savage with attack percentage and crit damage. And I've got it on a protection piece and that shield we put on Siegfried. I've got a few triple crit rates, which the mythical is basically a quad. I mean, I guess I've got a few. How about on speed? I've only got 3 pieces that have quad speed. Killstroke, which I feel like Killstroke is a underutilized set. Like if you have two, if you're just like if you got 2 slots that you can fill in that don't really matter what they are. What about crit damage? I've only got 2 that are actually viable because that one's attack flat stat. And I guess I'll check accuracy while I'm at it. I've only got 1 piece with accuracy. That's quad. I genuinely would have thought everybody when it came out thought that the Supreme Club was just for a bunch of whales. And I mean, given yeah, there's a lot of spenders into Supreme Club, but I'm pretty certain that's not what they base it off of. Like that's probably a factor, but I don't think it's the only factor. Yeah, I feel you on that. I do like the events that they do at the Supreme Club. That's how I got the Yumeko avatar and some of my frames. The ones of these that are not from holidays came from like events through their little challenges that they do. Whenever they release like a new champion that or like collab event or something, they'll do like an event for you to make a team out of a specific thing, and they'll give you a icon for it. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. So many people like maybe they're just like shit talking, but they'll say like, "Oh, you're just in it because you spend money." And it's like, no, I was in the original 1,000, and I don't know why they picked it. I've had some buddies that will like message them or email them trying to like see if they can qualify for it, and they just tell them it's based off of time spent in the game and stuff like that. But man, I'm gonna have to get off here and get ready for work in the morning. I appreciate you coming and chatting with me though. Yeah, I agree. It's cope. I really don't know the true meaning or reason behind it. I will say though, man, it is a very active Discord. Hang on. I'll pull it up really quick before I hop off. I just want to show you something on it real quick. Where the hell is it? There. I'm trying to find the challenges. Here we go. Well, I'm not seeing what the event actually was. My bad. But either way, we do events where they give us new avatars and stuff like that pretty often, like once a month. Yeah, I agree, man. That's the only reason I'm wanting to get into a new clan is because the one I'm in, their Discord, they just don't do anything in it. The last time somebody talked was 213, so 11 days ago. Like nobody talks in the Discord for the clan I'm in. But oh, for some reason I thought the Cassandra icon came from like a normal in-game event, but I guess not. Either way, man. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Good night.